Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Psi Divine. I appreciate you being here. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. So I'm feeling two messages I want to get out. One is collective, the other is more like a world news type of data based on current events going on all around. So, let me make sure my sound is okay. And then whoever needs the data, be leaving the reading here for you. I'm also getting hold on. Be leaving the reading here for you. Okay. All right, good enough. I'm also getting the sense of growth, maturity, also a reminder for whoever needs it. Feels like a little more encouragement. Keep going. Some of you are putting out enough energy to skip a test or two. And that is, doesn't necessarily have to be spoken as easily as it could be just transmitted in your behavior, what others are saying about you. Some of you are, in some way or another, putting out evidence that you've moved on. So that might be difficult for some. Not that we give that many fucks, right? We probably don't. All right, so the first one is collective. But you know what? I need to make a banner for the world news. Excuse the tapping. All right. So the first one is for world events, things that I've seen in the news that I'm interested in knowing how it's going to turn out. So I made a little quick video and I'm going to let it play while I pull cards. Now this is going to be a little hood. So yeah. Let me apologize well in advance. This shit is gonna be hood. Hello to everyone here. Alright, now I'm gonna get rid of that. Hello. Alright, now this is gonna be a little bit ghetto. So, roll with me on this one. Alright. So hopefully this works. Alright. It is ghetto. I apologize. It is what it is. Hello. I think the way you say your name is Anne. Is it Anne Hidani? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just going to say 4 because that's the first number. Moving on. So what we have here is an event you might have seen on the news. The real event. A building partially collapses. And there's a lot of speculation as to why and what's going on with that. So I did do a reading because I wanted to start doing reactive readings. Like tarot and numerology, reacting, what's coming next involving that situation. And, oh, that looks a little blurry. Okay. So, I wanted to start doing reaction videos, and I did one for this particular event, and as soon as I finished it and was editing it, I went on YouTube and was just letting autoplay happen, and the news showed some of the stuff I said. So I was like, well, this is kind of outdated then, isn't it? So I'm going to push ahead in this reading or in this event for 30 days. What will what will be the data being told to others? What will be known in 30 days regarding this event? Okay, so I'm going to start with title cards. Okay, so before I started the reading, the first 3 cards, I usually pull a couple of cards to get a title, if that happens. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So what I got first was observe, test, control, gravity, get a grip, and why. So let's see what else comes out. Let's see what else comes out regarding this situation, this event, the collapse of the building in 30 days. Please look, as I flip the cards, you may have seen some messages come through already, and I'm just hard cutting the deck. Someone making selfish options regarding this. Like, I felt drawn to this event because it feels like colossal levels of laziness and disregard. It feels like people having to turn on somebody they may have once protected. Dirty deeds. Could there be slippery paperwork involving this event? Oh shit. Well, okay. So there's something going on that was out of line, so to speak. And then we get subtraction. So, obviously, there was some weakness around the building. But, 30 days. "30-day revelations." Some type of takeover, buyout, an unexpected, well, naturally, this event, unexpected, old data to unlearn. Somebody so focused on success, they must now shoulder the blame. Oh boy. Somebody has to bring themselves forward, or let me get angelic endurance. Wow. Feels like energy that stays until problems are resolved. So let's clarify a little bit further. That location on the screen, 30 days. On the 30th day, on the 30th day, containment, control of the situation. Ooh. Some type of hold up. Well, they'll be looking for things, naturally digging, working. Okay, I was trying to ignore that, but it's here twice. Some type of chemical issue, chemical imbalance. So this could be the sand or whatever's underneath that place out of balance. Some type of draining happens here too. So there's time of cleaning up, protecting the area. Blames, some type of proof, evidence, conversation comes forward. Oh boy, about somebody. Clarify the illusion. Holdings. Okay, so in the first reading I did, I was getting this type of data too. Okay, let's double check this. So the data I was getting in the first reading was that something was not being shared about this event. Some truth. And it felt like something being hidden about who truly owns or is responsible. Let's try this again. So there's some type of depression around the building, um, some action not being taken, talks, things come to an end. Someone, I got this in the first reading too, someone making decisions because of money and then suddenly being responsible and having to pay money. Some type of paperwork around the building comes out. In 30 days, something comes out regarding the building and other buildings nearby. Could be 2 buildings or 3. Partner buildings, connected buildings. So there are other buildings or other properties connected to this place. Other properties connected to this place. People are wondering. Group of properties. Some type of care was not done. Wrong direction or lazy direction. Someone warned that this was going to happen or something similar to it. My card of buildings and high rises is here. So this building was under construction. It had wow. Okay. So, oh, wait a minute. There was some issue at the top of the building and something to do with the frame. The top and the frame. So my card of planned destiny is here. It's like because of doing this, inadvertently that's going to happen. So because of doing something, it's like a chain reaction. Okay, so something outside is an issue also around this event, because that's here twice. So there's waiting, right? Somebody just was letting time roll by. Things looked fine, everything seemed okay. Who cares, right? Time just passed by on a situation that was getting worse. And this was here again too. Okay. So whoever, I mean, there's just a lot of ego here. Somebody just like didn't see the big picture and holding on to things because money. Watching, but not really doing anything. Just waiting. All right. 30 days. Let's see. Hidden events, 30 days. Oh, wow. Okay. 30 days. A lot of high level intellectual speaking, pointing, intellectual finger pointing. A little intellectual finger pointing I see going on. Uh, there's courage to bullshit the public, I suppose. Moving on. 5 of Swords. There's trouble. There's still this like coward nature to whoever is behind this. Like it's like somebody not wanting to really or having to really be in their heads about should they just come forward and say and admit fault? How will they be treated? There's great anxiety about admitting failure. So right now, someone watched this event, right? Watched a lot of things be lost, great levels of loss, questionable. Now their business is at a place where it's questionable. Like, are they trustworthy? So there's someone who is going through a lot of fucking stress right now, feeling guilty, wondering what's next, knowing that the things are coming in. The tide is coming in. Let's try running that again. Okay. All right. So someone's very stressed. They know they are at fault. Something clarify for. So something that they had said was safe or assumed was safe obviously falls apart. We get the Empress here, someone being excessive. Somebody who could have they had an opportunity to take care of things, they did not. And based on what is being said, the fault, the damage, because of the high level of responsibility, this can also be someone who may be trying to leave or be somewhere else. Something about travel. Traveling or running out of weakness. Not wanting to be responsible. Three of Swords in reverse. Wow. So there's just great confusion. Like I said, high profile finger pointing, 30 days. Someone who does get their finger truly pointed at them, very on guard, having to defend themselves against the world. The building. 30 days regarding the building. 30 days, the Hierophant. It's old, it's in a position where people are still trying to stabilize. There is more stability to the situation, but a lot gets buried. Like there's a hole or something underneath this place, and it gets bigger. Four of Wands in reverse. Something about that place that's still not truly stabilized. Two of Pentacles, 30 days. There's some type of operation or effort to like force or clear the position, wow. There's just a lot of work to stabilize the area. 30 days. Something to do with water, trying to stop it or control it. Five of Wands. It's a very complex situation. Wow. Very complex. And a lot of people have to get involved in this. A lot more people. A lot of unnecessary hassles going on around this 30 days. Ace of Cups. There's some type of a continuation of the ground erosion. And they try to do something to like stabilize. Page of Wands. But something is not stable. They can't stabilize because it's stabilizing one thing. It's focusing on one thing. But what about the rest? What about the rest? Because it's like as they repair some things, other problems become revealed over the 30 days. More problems. So as they're getting insight on strengthening this building, as they get news and awareness on it, the obstacles become great. The word I'm feeling is insurmountable. So some more setbacks come in that, it's like the work to deal with the area starts and stops a lot. Someone's being very selfish in financial responsibility, doing what they can to get out of it, hiding, not being very forthcoming, not more than they have to. It's almost like whoever is responsible for this, like when they don't have to deal with it, they shut off the world. They don't want to be the center of attention in this. Naturally. The Knight of Wands. Again, I get the sense of somebody just really doing what they can to duck and dodge this. And their behavior or their response toward the situation is kind of cruel. It's like they knew something could happen, but just cheapness. Cheapness. Cheapness or, high level greed. Even when offers were made to do something about this situation, it was always like looking for the cheapest or stalling. So for this person who or the group responsible for comes again, I don't know if this is a group of 4 people or whatever. Something about that 4. The Great Planning Association, I don't know. They now have some stuff to deal with. And there's just this closed off energy. Like, sorry that it happened, but, it's careless. It's somebody, even though they're going through shit, still look like, what I got the sense of is somebody like, hi, Goddess Eskimo. What I get the sense of is somebody who sees this level of damage and immediately ran to look at their insurance paperwork to see if they could start something new again. Good Lord, what? Okay. Just reckless stuff. The reckless stuff of someone who didn't realize that things fall down, that people would lie. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I get the sense of confusion around the building at the time or during repair. Like people who didn't have true um, quality to their work might have been a part of this. Feels like very rude, egotistical energy on one end, and then mistakes made on the other end, but nobody being honest about that shit. Like somebody involved in this definitely hiding something. Eight of Wands. Somebody not being honest about the stability of the situation. So instead of coming forward and being honest and being upfront about things, control was maintained to some degree. Just to, like to deal with the challenges, some things just weren't emphasized enough, spoken enough. It shouldn't have needed to be said enough. Like I feel like there's a lot of distance, a lot of silence. Everything looks good. Perhaps inspections weren't up to par either. King of Wands in reverse. Just so much ego. So much ego, everything's going to be okay. So much ego, it doesn't matter. Everything looks okay. And by doing next to nothing or doing things cheaply, things fall apart. Hello, Sian. So let's see the opinions of the others most active. The most vocal energies around this event. Oh, angel cards. Oops. Okay. The most vocal. Most vocal might be the people who worked around this building, worked on it, in it. People who spent the greatest amount of time. The ones who survived will talk. There will be great sympathy, but met with a lot of anger too. People will be talking about lies, deceit, control, egos here again. The greedy ones. Another 3 and a 2. Okay, the karma of a group who made a choice not to do the right fucking thing. Being excessive, spending the money, perhaps purchasing properties or spending it, whatever. A group that put themselves into a bad situation. Could have been dealt with in other ways, but not the case. So there was cheap work done. Okay, just cheap. Something cheap being done, something being ignored, something to do with the balance of the building. We'll hear about that. Perhaps there was too much weight, or something to do with things being over here and not over there. There were elements of the building that were suffering, right? Somebody was really focused, perhaps the people behind or the owners were focused on competition or, properties, doing business. So much so that dangers they felt could be ignored. There's someone who had an opportunity to learn lessons, learning them the hard way now. Somebody used their own perception to see things a certain way, right? As I said in the first reading I did and published, it feels like the energy of somebody who walked outside, looked at the concrete or looked at the sidewalk and judged how, okay things was at that time. This is somebody who really feels like they knew all that was needed to be known. Wow, just so much ego. Ego in the build of the building. It feels like a lot of things were allowed to just, like, okay, the building's still standing, we'll let some stuff float on through. This could be payoffs, friendships. It could be just a number of things. Okay? Sorry about that. So it could be just a number of things. Greasing palms is what I'm hearing. Oh. There may also be some news regarding experimenting or new things they were trying to do or considering doing to the building. Things that would not have worked anyway. Somebody selling a dream. I heard pipe dream. Pipes. Anything to do with pipes? Or, okay. A creation of a group. Someone saying that they've done this type of work before. Just a collaboration, bringing in other people. Wow. Feels like a situation where one person does the work and then the work doesn't work out well. So then you bring in someone else to fix somebody else's work and then they don't do a great job either because they're trying to fix somebody's nightmare. And it's like one cheap thing after another cheap solution, after another band-aid, after another band-aid. A lot of hiding problems. Again, the balance keeps coming up. So there was some type of issue with the balance of the building. What I'm hearing is that there was always an issue with the balance of the building. This building always had problems with stability. It just wasn't. I guess you'd have to be someone who makes buildings to be in it and know what you're experiencing. Others were given choices to deal with what they were feeling. I get the sense of other people being in that building who knew something was going on. Things that were kept hidden, secret, patched up. A lot of people just putting up with questionable ass behavior from the company. A lot of angry, egotistical energy. It's just like no one cares how you feel. Like, it's like complaining to the company, like, hey, every time I go to bed, the windows rattle. And then they just go, oh, it's the air, it's windy. Stop being a weirdo. So that is, hello, Ibrahim. So this is a great way to fuck people over. Wow. It feels, if I may say so, like a building that might have, or a company that may have some bad karma attached to it. May have something to do with the way they've treated people. I get that too. I get a lot of meanness. Get a lot of mean energy here. I get some wisdom at this time from the challenge, things learned, but I get running energy. The runner. 7 comes out again. So somebody felt like they could just observe things and shit was going to be okay. And there was, wow. It will be revealed in 30 days that there was some criminal goings-ons. Somebody really just trying to keep money in their pocket. there were something legally ordered or had to be done, and all somebody was just focused on was how much money they could get. I may also, oh wow. You may also hear about some type of blame on health issues, probably Rona, right? This is a careless act or a careless continuation of a situation by someone who was really just enjoying the success, satisfying their own greed. Dealing with the problem would have been too expensive. Thank you for the super chat, Ibrahim. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Wow, that's cool. Well, thanks for throwing me off, though. Okay, um, let's get it back on track. I'm going to do straight numbers. The worst. What's the worst of it? The worst. Well, there'll be continuation of challenges, more missing people, obviously. The first card that comes out is 100. I hope that that is not the number, but 100 comes with 47. So there may be those who aren't claimed. It could be. What I hear is the unlucky 100. The unlucky 100. So there are plans to, there are plans for safety. But how to deal with the challenge becomes an issue as others around this building become more aggressive about what's next. Some type of health issue comes out of this too for people around that area. People want to go back, but no reasons be given. People feel something. People feel like there's a need to get away from this area. Wow. But there's still a hidden fucking something going on they're not being honest about. I don't like this. There's lies going on here to keep the sanity. There's lies being told to keep the sanity. Someone's still trying to avoid major loss in this area, despite lessons having just been learned. Clarify growth. Okay, so problem solving. It looks like it, though. It looks like problem solving, right? Something's growing around that area. Something's growing and the safety's changing around that area. There has to be a break. There has to be a pause in human interaction with this area. Will they be honest? They will tell, okay. There's going to be some news given about change in that area. And the possibility for greater issues. There's going to be a little blip. There's a little blip here, a little drop there. It's not going to be shouted from the rooftops like maybe it should be. So what's going to come in the place of honest fairness will be confusion. Suggestions of starting over. If you hear them talk about rebuilding, turn off the TV. Lord, this should not be a discussion. Okay, so there's going to be plans, support from others, still in effect. What? Okay, I get something weird. Operation Balanced Skull. That's what I heard. Operation Balanced Skull. Balance with an ED. I don't even know what that means. Moving on. Powerballs here. There's just somebody who's so... I still get the energy of somebody who's bothered to be bothered with dealing with this situation. Like, don't want to be bothered by it. So someone waiting to see what's next, waiting to see what will be done. Clean up to the area as best they can. But lies. Lying about what's next, lying about it. Maybe it's not a lie, maybe it's just these are the plans and that ain't the plan. A lot of work to study the health of the land. But still choosing to hold on to the secrets about what they see coming. It'll come out in a blip, but nothing to make. Now I see a stampede of what is it, bulls, I guess? A stampede? They don't want a stampede on the exit? People will be fighting about their profit over, like, just come on. Still making an effort or conversations about balancing out the land, getting things in order, just fluffy bullshit data. Sorry. 9 is here again. Just, there's like a suggestion of issue, but again, every effort is made to maintain sanity. So a lot of comfort talk. And it's bullshit. Clarify the hidden agenda. Interesting. There's some type of it's like I don't want to say that it's okay. Well, it's a quiet is kept all to oneself energy. The hermit, people bottling up, not wanting to be fair, honest about things. People just not wanting to deal with the loss. But there is loss. Lessons to be learned. Jeez, okay. And more confusion. If motherfuckers are talking about starting over or doing something with the land, that shouldn't be done. The land needs to be cleared, emptied. So the talk begins about what can be created, memorials or something for a little while. Somebody in the background or the people in the background just want to not be focused on. They want their freedoms, right? There's going to be a lot of angry people in 30 days. Naturally, lawsuits, all the jazz. And then more feelings, more thinking, more creation, growth. Growth of blame, growth of awareness. This is whack. Sorry. But someone's still hiding the truth, hiding what they don't want others to know. I don't like that group creation is here. So it does feel like the issues of more than one to blame, more than one at fault, a collective, a buildup of problems. And then others trying to not be responsible for that shit. Whoever's truly behind this or is really to blame, there's really just a lot of hiding, ducking, and dodging. So I do see there's some type of victory acquired here, yes. As secrets start to come out, healing begins for some. I get the feeling too that somebody important or unrevealed, unknown at this time, was in that building. And because of their life being taken unnecessarily, a group goes into action. Uh, avenging. So it feels like a head down, but let's get this done type of action. People looking at the grounds, property. There's like one group looking and another group looking in the background naturally. So what's to be known about the building? 30 days, it's still out of balance. The ground is still not good. Something to do with water is an issue. Or something's not able to be, something with the water flow. I don't know if it's a rain season or something. Something with the water flow, flooding. Something not able to be stopped. Court stuff comes in here too. There's some type of legal thing going around what was and what should have been done. So this could be court proceedings that begin against owners or people to do with the property. It's going to be revealed or it starts getting revealed in 30 days. Who else has dirty hands? Karma coming. More secrets get revealed about the area around that building. That should be happening soon. Right now, what's happening in the background are people separating themselves from the situation. I don't mean to laugh, it's fucked up. It feels like shit. But I see people separating, trying to figure out how to distance themselves. The building, nonetheless, remains out of balance. There's something about liquids. Liquefaction is what I'm hearing. Knight of Swords. Things going down. I'm going down. So because of things being said, because of conversations, people coming in, because of, just feels like very soon work on the building stops. Good God. Okay, I just wanted to see if cards would come out for that. So there'll be news about that thing going further down or worsening conditions. Somebody's clarify. So if they don't get their asses out of that building, I hate to say this, it either happens or great potential for it to happen. Hopefully someone intercepts this with a proper warning. But if there isn't one and ego prevails, the helpers, the lifesavers, there's going to be some injury, like stuck, trapped. The protectors need protection. It feels like someone tries to get out, but they cannot. And this is the Eight of Wands, so can be a group. The Eight of Wands, the Seven of Wands. And then the Hermit is here, so whoever's responsible is watching it all from their fucking computer. Queen of Pentacles. Like, as this thing is happening, all somebody's doing is counting their bank, like withdrawing money from their bank account. Like, I better get out of here type shit. Better hide this money. Looking at it because I might have to give it all away. Blocked from taking proper actions or blocking. Just, Lord. Amen. So it's like they know things aren't going to get better, right? And there's a fear of things falling apart. They may be enlisting others to speak up on their behalf, the lawyers, whatever. But it does feel like limited It doesn't feel like people just hopping in like, I did it, it's my fault. That's not going to happen. What comes after? Keep rolling. Well, they will go back into it. They will try some more. But 30 days, that place is a hazard if they don't do anything about it. Undeveloped liquefaction. Okay, so I see what you wrote, Eskimo. What the fuck is liquefaction? Because in my mind, I saw what I think is quicksand, but the word that came through was liquefaction. Is that when things turn into water? Does that sand turn into water? Because it feels like I see things going in further. Like it was like taking things in, like sucking things in. So I'm assuming liquefaction is like quicksand. That's my guess. I'm going with it. It felt like quicksandy. Waterlogged soil. Yes, quicksand. Okay. Well, then that's horrible. Okay. Yeah, I don't like, I want to be mindful of saying things that are too horrible. But if I lived around that place, the first reading I did, um, I saw that oval building. There's an oval building next to that building. Ain't nobody talking about that building. They need to talk about that building. They need to talk about it. Not only are property values going to go down, Florida's full of sinkholes. It's nearly impossible to. Oh, well, it doesn't look like it's at quicksand point yet. I mean, they're still in it doing stuff, but I really, really see something else like a shift, like a ground shift or something that makes it like, nah, we're not doing it. We're not doing nothing else. But the problem I have with it is the lies. Like, hopefully, they've evacuated. Okay, when I was doing the reading yesterday, I got 5 miles. I hope it ain't that. I hope that ain't the data. But they should really empty that area out, lighten the load. Sorry, y'all. This was stressful. I feel. Oh, sorry, y'all. This was very stressful for me. I feel like at the end, I feel sweaty. Like, ooh. um. Hopefully, the people that live around there start asking questions, or at the very least, getting the fuck out of there. If I lived at least a mile around that area, I would. Might be time to bounce. Biggity bounce. Property value, I wouldn't worry about it. It's just I don't see a lot of honesty in the change or making people aware of what's going to happen. I see keeping the focus on that building, what is over, not what is yet to occur. So let's just see. In 30 days, will they, what's the word? Not evacuate. What's the word? Will they make people leave the buildings? It's not evacuate. What's the word? Eviction? No, that's not the word either. Where you force people to get out. Like, not because you didn't pay bills, but because it's dangerous. I don't know what the word is. I'm dense right now. Bobblehead alert. I think I fried my brain at the end of that reading. It's over. Right, what you wrote has come out. The word's not eviction, though. I'm not, okay. Another bobblehead moment. The word that just came to me is eminent domain. And that's not, no, it's two words. Lord, eminent domain. So earlier, I think the deck showed me hostile takeover. Oh yeah. Eminent domain. So in 30 days, there may be some testing right on time. Not really, though. It took the sacrifice of others to make something happen. But, let's see. Will any more buildings eviscerate, expel? You got all the E's going over there, free range. Vacate? We'll go with that one. Will people in other buildings around that building be forced to vacate the premises? Will any other buildings and its tenants be forced to vacate? Pop quiz and test comes out. So yes, action will be taken for returns. So these are plans for safety or things not being safe. Then we get action. And we get like things you may not be able to trust. Balance can be a part of the action too, getting things in balance. Somebody hates to see that shit go down though. But as people start getting aggressive about old data coming out, things that weren't taken care of, people get angry. They want to know why. In 30 days, will more people be found alive in the wreckage? In progress. Time runs out. I believe more bodies will be found. There's a lot of fluff talk about hope. Then there'll be fluff talk about things that are blessings when they pull out. Then there'll be discussion, well, before that, there'll be discussions about the challenges that make it impossible to see the mission through. If you guys have questions I'm missing, drop that. Please drop it in there. regarding that building collapse. Did the owners of the building know that the building itself could collapse? Were they aware that the building could collapse? Maybe yes. They were aware of the water issues. But the final event seemed to have some karma to do with waiting around, or things being in progress. Areas that should have been focused on, not so much. Things that should have been focused on were not. Protections not done. Protections suggested around that building not done. Somebody really just in the money. Good Lord. Will the building, in 30 days, will the remainder of the building be demolished? In 30 days. No. Plans to do something about it, but unsure what that is. Not being completely honest about that at 30 days either. So, changes, dealing with the loss, 30 days. A lot of things they can't get done around that place for some reason. Somebody's still holding on to something around that building. Still lying. Something going on around this building in 30 days that isn't, where like they're not taking a realistic approach to it. Damn. Whoever is behind that building didn't learn anything. There's lessons there, but no love. Like, still no stability around that building. There's a problem around that building that keeps getting worse also. Someone's, okay. So it's like, yeah. I think people sense it, or there are people that move away from this area because they can sense what's going on, or some people do take the hint. Something about it being encouraged to wait. Something about being encouraged to wait to see what happens to the land. The illusions. There's the water. Wanting to see what's going to happen to the ground underneath. Not really wanting to do, it's just a lot of back and forth. More illusions, more waiting. So it feels like keeping people on hold for a very long time to see what the ground does. I also get, in the reading yesterday, I got something about the space underneath the building. Like, There's an empty space under there, not the parking garage, further down. Further down under all that, there's something there. Like something changed there. I guess maybe that's a part of the liquefaction. A word comes back to me yesterday too. The word I got was shale. SHALE. So I feel like that's the ground under. I think that's because every time I hear that word, and I've heard it more than once since the reading. Since when I hear that word, I think of a gas station, but I think of Shell, and I'm pretty sure it's not a Shell gas station under there. But I did in the reading yesterday feel like something under there, like layers of earth down or something. Yeah. So like something going down, wrong way. Something going down in the ground that once was straight up, it bent or something. Like it tilts to the side, making it's weird. Hard for me to explain the way I saw it. It's okay, empty. Okay, you got dirt, and then you got something hard, and then further down you got something like an empty space, is what it felt like. So maybe free range shale is formed from mud. Okay, I don't know, Eskimo. It feels like. So what I saw was dirt, right? Okay, dirt, and then like goo, empty, more dirt but harder, and then empty space, and then dirt, like a hot pocket, but as it would apply to Earth, like gooey in the middle or empty in the middle, and something changed, like it got filled up and then everything falls in. Could have also been support, something between support and an empty space. I'm out of that data. Okay. A hot pocket. I know it's not a hot pocket, but that's all I got. It's the best comparison I could give. Many apologies to anyone going through that place in that situation, but all I could think of was just okay, here's the hard outside where you know you're going to be okay, but then on the inside it's dangerous, right? But inside, further in the hot pocket, is an empty space. And if you penetrate that empty space, everything goes in. So I don't necessarily feel like it would be a parking structure or anything like that. It feels like something further down. Somebody didn't ask the right questions. Is it possible something like I get a no sign, right? But it's like a don't do this here. So what came to me just now was when you're digging outside and you sometimes see signs, okay, from the country. And in the country in the Midwest, I don't know about nowhere else, but in the Midwest, they have signs in certain places don't dig right here. There's gas lines. So it feels like something done somebody shouldn't have been doing. They didn't ask enough questions, made a choice, did something wrong. And then lied about it. It's like asking somebody after they built the building, like, hey, did you add the support beam to the third floor? And they're like, oh yeah, and the support beam hasn't even arrived yet. It got lost in the mail. But you just say, yeah, oh, totally, yeah. Oh, me and all my workers, we totally did that. Totally, yes. Third beam, third floor, yes, 100%. And everybody just vouches for it so they don't get in trouble. Finger pointing. Somebody just kind of wanting to get things done, so we'll say whatever they have to say. But maybe not knowing how to deal with a certain situation. Again, this is weight. I keep getting balance, weight, distribution, weight, and waiting, but something about weight. Weight and water. Weight and water. Testing to be done, but not fast enough. Blocks that can happen with money and people that can be trusted. Somebody being told to do something to correct situations and nah, why are we doing that? It's like somebody going, hey, you should evacuate that entire fucking area. And somebody's like, yeah, sure. But why? It looks fine to me. Let's go outside and look at the sidewalk. It's not breaking. Come on. Everything's fine. We've got tests. We've got paperwork to prove everything's just okay. Greed, laziness, love of self, love of money. Someone not wanting data or facts to come out. So let's just keep on waiting and see what happens. Not being real, not really having the experience to know how it can end, how badly it can. I guess what I'm kind of stuck on is the group responsible who chose not to do anything and made it about laziness, cheapness, and riches. It is the end of a business. That's what's coming. They may choose to end the business. Oh. Big quit energy. Again, I get this feeling of somebody running from their responsibilities, not wanting to take accountability at all. Switching hands of the company or something. Just a lot of ignorant data. Hidden agenda. Just more agendas. People doing what they can to cover their ass. That's for sure. Not wanting to pay out anything. Not wanting to spend money. Holding out as long as they can. There is someone who just doesn't want to put money out. They may, wow. So what came through is bankrupting themselves. It can't be somebody who jumps through a lot of hoops to hide money. They may be doing it right now. Anything to keep others' hands off of it. Secret challenge is getting to it also. That's nuts. Whoever's behind the building may just abandon the whole situation. On the low, on the back end, they just may dis-a-fucking-peer. Whoever's in the background of this may just disappear. Ugh. Wait, why you gotta write all that, Eskimo? You wrote, the pepperoni is the shit. I am hungry. Now I'm hungry, and I would like a Hot Pocket, which is bad. Shame on all of us. Okay, but I do see somebody trying to run from responsibility on this. I'm out of this data. Just wanted to try it and see what happens, so hopefully if the people come forward who own that building and completely did nothing for years and years and years, the envious, the greedy ones, the emotional, I would highly suggest kicking some ass. Because they will not be around. They have plans to biggity bounce. They're going to get their karma, yeah, but there's no love. There's no love. There's only saving the self. What comes to me too is a trip overseas. Someone may be overseas or going there over water. If they haven't left already. Somebody's coming up with a plan on how to get out of this too right now. How to avoid karma. This is just cheating, scamming, lying, letting shit roll for too long, not taking care of things, ignoring complaints, a cycle of change and hazard, not giving a fuck who moves in and out of the building. Just it's more like a just collect all the money you can while the building's still standing. I hear Elton John, I'm still standing, better than I ever did, looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. So because it still works, it ain't broke. Why fix it? And if you gotta fix it, let's fix it as reasonably as possible. It looks good. It's working, isn't it? Now give me your $10,000 a month in rent. You want to live on the beach, don't you, bitch? Blackbeard's missing treasure under there. No, unfortunately, just people. Just people who have individual worth that is beyond any treasure, but to the thingalings behind that building, not much value. Very unfortunate. Gravity takes over. Heartbreak, even though there was sacred knowledge about what it was. and someone wanting us. Wait a minute. Oh, wow. Can we try again? There's multiple buildings connected to this. Something has been kept a secret for a long time about the buildings or the area. Yeah. Money, bribes, handouts, the perfect drug. The intention, keep your mouth shut. Silent stories, the zone. Silent stories about the zone. The big payback in reverse is not revenge. Taking advantage of others. The big payback is coming now, though. If they move quickly enough. The criminal element. As I keep saying in this, there's something about the connections to that building that's going to be a thing over the 30 days. God within. And hysteria. People who feel like they are being taken advantage of, being hurt, harmed. A lot of outrage coming over who worked, who gained from the way things were done around that building. The owners who collected the checks. So when I ask who is collecting the checks, I get live action role player. This can be a shell company. A shell on a shell on a shell on some shale? I don't know. Somebody who definitely just, okay. They won't like what's coming their way. Somebody's Playboy lifestyle gets altered because of their, oh Lord, listen. If I feel the need to do any more readings on this later on down the line, I will. For now, this energy is making me sleepy. It's such repetitive, like, the only way that comes through is the riches, the spoiled ones, those who gained from others trusting a certain situation, lazy, wasteful, knowing things need to be changed and not doing it. I get an event that is coming around that place that's going to shift the ground again in some kind of way or do something that stops them from working on it. A decision will be made to pull some back. This decision may not be made in time, causing others to be injured who are in there doing work, being angels. This may be a group of people who may be injured, trapped, harmed, or worse underneath the rubble. Some unexpected shifting of weight. I get no accounting. There was something like, okay, someone expects things to happen but didn't expect that to happen. And I'm referring to the rescue attempt. Again, like I said, I get the earth moving again. I get people around there moving also on their own. I get there being a delay with people, if any conversation about forceful clearing of that area, because it should be. It's not stable. It's not stable, and over the next 30 days, it gets worse and more apparent. Signs that were dismissed as a building or house settling That's not going to be ignored anymore. I agree with what you're saying, Eskimo. You're worried for the heroes, yeah. You're right. All that heavy equipment is definitely not helping. But it's a slide of some sort. Unexpected weight shift. Mm. Something round could be I don't know, something round around there. Something in a circle. Could be that oval building next to it. Right. Some people only know one way to get attention. Okay. Well, nonetheless. Somebody just doesn't want to lose their money. Trying to find peace in the chaos. But if there's a sinkhole under that place, there may be a sinkhole deepening. There may be a sinkhole deepening in that place. And they don't know about it. I get 3 different holes. 4, 5. Out of love, there is harm and loss, more loss. Hopefully they don't go too far with this situation. We'll see. Sounds like they are popping fireworks so early. The fuck? It's too early for this shit. Anyways. Alright, guys. Unless you guys have any other questions here, I'm gonna wrap this one up. It's made me sleepy. I don't think I'm going to sleep. Lots of editing to do, but it's made me sleepy. Wow. There'll be opportunities to do the right thing. I don't know if they'll be taken, which is disgusting. So let's move on. John McAfee. Oh. You just want to know if he did himself in, right? And yes, Ibrahim, I'll take a question too. I'll do a yes or no on your question. Eskimo. Okay. Well, let's see if it's amusing and worth doing. Hold on, Eskimo. Goddamn. Did John McAfee harm himself? Did John McAfee harm himself in prison? Did John McAfee harm himself? That's a lot of yeses right there. Maybe there was something mental going on with him at that time. What was his state of mind? Events. John McAfee. Something's going on with his mind. Forgetfulness. Thinking something. Creative in the head. Maybe there was some type of mental thing going on. Yeah, think at the bottom. Ah. But yet there's a button pusher here. There's a button pusher. Self-sacrifice. Some type of drug given. The perfect drug. Something was given. Something was taken. Unnatural. That costs money. Sacred knowledge others didn't know he had access to. Someone pretending to be someone pretending to be a good person, or this could be drugs brought in by people who work there. Something secretive, though. I don't know. Hold on a second, guys. Give me 1 second to let the boys out. It's gonna get noisy for a second. Now, get your ass out of my way. Okay. Alright. Thank you, guys. I am so blind. Okay. Okay. Now you're going to hear the panting, so excuse the extra noise. All right. Okay, so McAfee, doesn't mean he wasn't getting high. Something secretive going on back there. What was his state of mind at the time? Not taking the test. Liars, haters. Liars, haters. But can be ego too. Decadence. Getting what you want. Excuse me. The test again, not taken. Gifted. So there's some type of group that allows for some excessive things to go on. Something he was chained to. Something he struggled with involving abundance. Some issues with safety and logic. He may have had a desire to be well or do better in health. But then here's this test. Someone seeking mind control. Healing through something influential. And this is codependency. That's my card of codependency. All right, Ibrahim. Chicken and fries in your air fryer. I want one of those. That sounds awesome. It sounds awesome and simple and absent of gigantic levels of mess. That sounds like intelligent cooking. What's your question, Ibrahim? Okay, I see your question. Hold on. Let's see. Why do you sometimes dread? Oh, Ibrahim. That's an interesting question, sir. Why are they so clingy, the others? So let's see what they think about you. Ooh, sorry for the slam. Oh my God. I'm so heavy-handed. Sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm putting it nice. Okay. Okay. Sorry. What do the others think about you? Oh, you're an angel guide, so lost angels are going to be attracted to you. Moths to flames. I don't know what your environment is like, or what your friend circle is all about. Hopefully that's not a part of it. I'm letting you read for yourself. Users and abusers, takers. You may attract people because of finance or the lack thereof. Maybe they don't have it and they think it comes through you. I'm going to pull a few more cards on this, but then we get emotion or the lack of emotion. And I think that's how they feel about you. Hold on, though. What do the others think of you? It's worth mentioning, too, the card that was here is the End. But I don't know what your sign is. I don't know what your sign is, but there's something emotional or lacking or something about your emotions or the lack thereof. You have them heavily or you don't have them at all. Whatever it is, people are trying to get emotion out of you. They're trying to get something of value out of you. And then on a nicer note, they're lost angels. Let's see what they think about you. General opinions. How does that work? 818. First time I can say I've seen a zip or an area code. I don't. Okay, so something that is perceived or believed about you is that you are. Ask me why I'm dancing. I just feel like that's the word. And it's not the bird either. Something about your ego or your presence. I don't know if you're stuck up or egotistical, but there's a withdrawal, something that you're there, but you're not as easily available. It's a want, I'm sorry, the word that comes through, I don't like it, is idolatry. You have something of value. It must be your looks or how others want you. So you're unaware of these things, right? And it leaves a lot of questions. The what? Okay. Weird. The word that comes through is aloof. Maybe you come across as aloof or somewhat disconnected, which makes others want to connect to you more. People envy you. This can come with idolatry or someone who just looks so fucking good. You might have them obsessive, hide in the bushes look. Kind of looks. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers dangling from trees like, hey, I was just swinging on this branch outside your window. The unfortunate thing is you attract a lot of people who try to keep up with you. So they may come out as fake. And if you're trying to be fake, that's a lot of acting to do. So I'm not making excuses for the other ones, but trying to match whatever it is whatever your output is, the problem you're having is people trying to match it or thinking they need to be above it. Pick one. So it makes fake people. It makes them move in the space of users. They move in a space of lack. LACK. Something about you and whoever you're connected to. You maybe have connections. Whatever it is, being in your presence multiplies them. So something about you, people can say like, I know, or that's my friend or something. The others, bang, bang, bang. Then there's the other group that just really wants to get close to, right? The word aloof comes back. So you may have people, you might be one of them dudes that be having people flirting all with them, skinning and grinning and shit. all up in their face, and you're just completely over there. You might be. You might be one of those people that's you might be one of those people that gets flirted with all day long and it just flies over your head as a norm. I hate people like you. I'm kidding. But listen, if you're really attractive, that's a problem. Ain't no cards for that. I ain't make no cards for that. Sorry. You should just enjoy it, I guess. Fuck if I know. Mm. It does attract people who may view you as being heartless. People may think that you're stuck up or you act some kind of way. People just get all in their head. That can come with looking too good. It's my card of divinity. You're a challenge. You may attract others with neediness malfunctions and life difficulties. People looking to get a little bit of block of your time, right? And then okay. And then there's the other problem. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna guess Ibrahim's internet went out. Cause I'm gonna guess nobody wants you to hear this data. You need to make better friends. You might be making friends with stupid ass people. You have hive-minded friends, people who go with the flow that is suggested to them by others. There are people who move like bosses, and then there are people that move like not bosses. And then you bring in people who have, what are you connected to? I don't know if it's a connection or that you just look good. The word I just got is accessory. I'm going to go for the nice version of that word and say maybe you're like arm candy or something. Maybe you be looking too good. I don't know. You may, But you have people willing to wait for your attention. Maybe they're sex driven or sex obsessed. Maybe you were at one time and you're not anymore. Maybe you're maturing and moving into a different mental place. So it's not that anything's different, it's that you're seeing them different. Is that a possibility? Because I get the mirror test here. So you're starting to see things you don't like in the others. Things that wasn't an issue before, maybe. And you look at things that feel good different now. You're starting to have, okay, maybe you're not starting. I caught myself. You have a different type of self-control. You have a different expectation of abundance, builds, things that are good. You think for yourself. You think different. You maybe aren't quite as turned on by struggle love as you used to be. So really and truly, this is about time and change. Not change of them, change of you. You don't like you maybe you're no longer aroused. Maybe you're no longer aroused by other people's conflict and control issues. Maybe lies don't, spark up the old Woody. Maybe bullshit doesn't turn you on anymore. Maybe being a rebound to somebody, maybe that just don't, maybe that just don't get it popping no more. I don't know. not them, it's you. Okay? But be careful, be mindful. At the bottom of the deck is intense indifference. So wherever you're going to on this path, just learn to be comfortable with yourself so you don't turn into an asshole. Is what I'm saying. Ah, what am I puffing on? These are cloves. Anyways, maybe you're just not turned on by childish old things anymore. Maybe you matured. Maybe the world's different. As you grow and mature, right? And you start like seeing bullshit better. When you start seeing the bullshit better, things do look different. That is how it works. I don't think it's the others. I think it's you. Now, I'm not going to tell you that the others aren't seeing you differently also. That comes when you start pulling back your energy. That comes when you start stalling or avoiding. When you're no longer praising and patting everybody on the booty for a job well done just because they exist. Fuck out of here for that shit, right? When it looks like you give up on them, then they want your attention. I think you're just seeing things differently. I don't know if you are active in the bedroom, but yeah, there's a lot of drooly lust here. It's magnetism, okay? Animal magnetism. It comes through as something else though. It comes through very emotional over time because what is sought, what is searched for isn't, the value isn't being given. You have some value. I'm hoping it's just arm candy so you can comfortably move forward out of this data. Hopefully it's just an arm candy thing. But you clarify. You're an illusion of some sort. People want to control you. Your masculinity is problematic, or your looks. Wow. And because, wow, okay, so, friendships may be a problem at this time, dear, because you're not needy enough. I wonder if you were the one I was reading for the other day. I get the energy of someone willing to just, it's all or nothing. You either act right, you get right or get gone type energy. Like you can skip a lot of bullshit. And that may be problematic or misunderstood. You may be overgeneralizing the people around you too. This comes with that divine vision stuff. And you may be seeing people different because you like your space better than you did before. It's gradual awareness of your higher self. And you're loving differently. You want respect to come differently. It should look, wow. Yeah, okay, well. What I hear is you can't fix stupid. And that sounded very harsh. So I don't know if you become difficult to talk to or something. I don't know. You're not very compliant. That makes for difficult friendships too. And you're on a process of learning. So secrets come with this too. It's not for everybody. But the more you know about the others, wow, you know what? I have this issue too. I have this issue too. Sometimes, this doesn't apply to everyone I meet though, but in dating for sure. The more I know about you, the less I like you. It doesn't apply to all friendships, but sometimes yes too. The more I know about you, the further down these steps I go. Like, nah, no, no. The further down the opportunities go, like, no, 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 no. Um, at a certain point, though, as you're going through your awakening, learn to be comfortable with yourself. That's the best advice I can just. It's nothing to be angry about. It's nothing to be sad about. As you go through whatever, getting to your purpose fully, there's a lot of time that has to be spent alone. And you'll learn along the way why that is. The wrong people in your space throws you off all the way. If people being too close means you eat their emotions. My right hand is itching. It also fucks with your money. So in order to do the work, you need to be financially in a great place, comfortable place. So you do have to get rid of toxics. You have to get rid of toxics, people who could fuck with your money so that you have it, so you can get to your work. The users, the abusers, the time wasters, you do need to see them different. I also hear taste different. Maybe your taste for those energies have to change. And the lost angel becomes aware of other lost angels. Know why? Because you're not lost anymore. The end. That was a great bedtime story, kids. Ah, not the L word, the lost ones, or the L word, the love. Ooh. Whatever your data is for you to get to in this life, you're blocking your time on the bullshit friendship stuff. I'm sorry. I don't mean to say it like that, but I feel like I'm about to break out in hives in this bitch. Um, you're the wrong people in your space is throwing you off your path. Your path includes money, fame, fortune. I don't know what the fuck this data is. Look, you have a path to walk, steps to go through. They go up, they go down. Your choice. But along the way, you get knowledge, higher knowledge. And the higher knowledge comes with the awakening, the secrets. Doesn't mean you tell other people about themselves either, because they are programs running their little course, right? But there's greatness you have to learn along the way. I don't know if you're seeing fours or not, but there's plans, changes, shit you gotta get to. Fucking around. And Eskimo, what you wrote, like, you tried to fix stupid, haven't been successful yet. That's the no good deed going unpunished. Right, taking your good energy and wrapping it around somebody who doesn't even think about energy or enlightenment. But once you have that data, you can take back your energy. And then you can maintain your fine levels of intuition and psychic abilities. You must be careful, though, absolutely, of who you fuck with and who you're loyal to, also. I don't know about fame, Abraham, but that ain't for me to say. A lot of twos here. Are you connected to somebody? Oh, maybe you're going to be. People have a feeling about you. I do believe sometimes magnetism comes from past lives too. Like you could have been somebody great. You could have been like a great ruler or a dictator in a past life or a deity, something, something. And so people's soul just knows. I do not listen. I believe in stuff like that. And so because of that old data, that ancient data, people are emotional in your presence. They don't even know why they do it, but the brain does. So there's this mind trap that can happen. Secrets. I don't know. But you have the word that just came to me is butterfly magnetism. I don't know how, whatever. You look good. I don't know. You flap wings, you land on flowers. You can also be exquisitely unavailable. That'll do it every fucking time. Something about you is exquisite and unavailable. Like Denzel Washington. You know what I'm saying? It's exquisite, yet unavailable. And I can really, I'm so bad with this. Um, Gita, I see what you wrote there. Gita, will your grandmother recover soon? She's not feeling well. Oh boy. You look like Denzel Abraham? Hell yeah, let's go on a date. You gotta talk like him too, though. And shave your chest. I imagine Denzel has a hairy chest. Shave that shit. No, I take that back. Don't shave it. Use a depilatory wax, like Nair. That way when the hair grows back, it's softer. That is my demand list. And if you want me to be happy, you'll bring me a bowl also of yellow and green Skittles. I expect you to pick all the other colors out because they suck. Anyways, as I'm talking, the card of unions come out. My apologies, Keita. That was a selfish ego moment. Let's clear that data. Gita, there's something weird about your question. Let's try that again. Gita's grandmother is in the hospital in a better condition. At this time, no, your grandmother's not leaving the hospital. Or the health center. Feels like more, it needs to be known. There's half truth being told. I got that twice now. 2 different hands. So somebody may not be being honest about the situation completely. More testing to be done. Things are on hold at this time. And then comes stability, health issues. Are the doctors speaking half truths? I'm going to do that again. I'm going to shuffle. Are the doctors telling half of the information? Wow. So I get no, and there's some type of secret. Something to do with getting what they want, getting the type of reaction or outcome that they want. Something to do with protections. Protections. Doing one thing creates another issue. One thing creates another one. So your grandmother does not want a certain situation to happen. But that in and of itself creates a challenge. No one's ready for. So, okay, I got this one twice. So someone's warning about what's going to happen. Oh, this is what's going to happen. This will happen. That'll happen. In the meantime, they'll still be testing or wanting to test. Because testing comes out in reverse, it looks like maybe somebody pushes back on the testing. Someone believes they know what will work. Be very careful of scams, too. People suggesting they know how to get things done. Somebody may be, your grandmother may be choosing just what she wants to do. She decides what goes on this card here. Gita, I don't know what the patient privacy laws or anything. I don't know if you have patient privacy things going on where you live or if that's a law. Like in America, patients are allowed to have certain kinds of privacy. Okay? So if your grandmother is allowed to have medical privacy, or there's a law that says that people's private information doesn't go out, it is possible that your grandmother has requested certain things not be said or done. There can be some people deciding on what is more valuable, data or living your best life, enjoying what you have, taking the L's as you decide to take them. There is a desire for you to stop asking. Hold on. So there is some effort being made to, out of fear, to block things a little bit for better healing. And it is more about their healing or your grandmother's healing than what you want, right? They may be taking a stance on a situation that doesn't seem sober and logical to you. They may even be doing something experimental you don't know about. Or, the thought of the act of what they're doing may be experimental to you. But it is her test to take. And she may be ignoring others who have opinions. Fixed beliefs of the self. Challenges. Challenges for the others more so than them. You know what I also got too? I'm getting head issues. So I don't know about the pain factor. That may be affecting decisions also. I don't know who sings this song. I hear the chorus, I feel so alive. Somebody may be choosing that cycle because it's so hard to explain. I'm running out of words, sorry. Um, okay, I don't get that. Okay. So they're choosing, or your grandmother's choosing to be powerless towards a situation. No health. Dialysis. Oh, her kidneys make her dizzy. So that may be affecting decision making too. A little. Because they don't have experience in that, of course. Health comes out twice. Yes, unhealthy decision. So even though something is not working, chaos is being chosen. Waiting for the inevitable is being chosen. And then we get bad attachments. Some secret. Like, your grandmother may not be telling all the truth. Gita, you should start looking into, I hope you already have done this, but looking into the health, um, what the body and mind go through, just so you're aware. Um, Clarify the bad attachment. Hmm. She may also have somebody in her environment who's in their feelings that will make you make bad choices too. Um, Somebody who just really wants to control the situation. Somebody who's just waiting it out. That doesn't mean it's your grandmother. It could be somebody around who's just waiting for the inevitable. There may be somebody around your grandmother who's tired of how challenging things are, or how challenging things are, or will become. So they may be holding back some data to not make things worse. So make sure that your grandmother's not in a place where she's no longer truly lucid and clear on the decisions she's making. Just see what is simple data you can get your hands on and print it out. Maybe you need to pass it around to others so they know what to look for. Because it's almost like people who are in a place or put into a position where they should be looking out for someone's health. Um, and they are, but unfortunately, it's like making mental choices or emotional choices that are unhealthy while trying to care for someone, doing destructive things to someone while caring for them or supporting their choices. It's no different than deciding you're going to be a counselor for mental health, and instead of like having a nice office, you interview all your patients near a bridge. Like, okay, your heart was in the right place when you went to school, but why is your office next to a bridge? So that there may be some energies around who are making emotional choices based on time, tired, being, lack of sleep, lack of good health. Um, I don't get the deteriorated mind of one person. That's, it's not your life to live, but you should at least, see what accompanies this. And you don't have to rub it in that person, in your grandmother's face, but maybe keep others mindful of what signs to look out for when it's time to get your grandmother to the hospital. Your grandmother may not listen until she loses a leg. She's making that choice. And as an adult, she has a right to do that as long as she's of sound mind and body. You heard? So as long as she is mentally healthy to take such a stance, then it is what it is. And they should be respected. Their decisions should be respected and all that stuff. But if they're not mentally together, you have a different issue. Hmm. You wonder if someone jinxed her health. Listen, I'm sure she's not a young person anymore. Hopefully she's lived a wonderful life. I'm not being dismissive of someone's passing, but throwing the jinx and the magic on someone's health over your grandmother at this time is adding extra stress. That does legit have a normal background reason to it. Um, Diabetes can run in the family. Somebody could eat the wrong way their whole life. It could skip a generation and hit another person in the bloodline. There can be environmental factors that create situations that need diabetes, like other meds that can be taken throughout the life. Meds for high blood pressure, maybe. Those can mess up your kidneys, your liver. Like, there's a lot of other possibilities before we start talking magic. Let's be logical for a minute. I'm not going to do black magic stuff over here. We live in a very filthy world where we take in tons of cancer causing chemicals. We do all kind of stuff to distort our health all day. All day. Hey, look, I'm not going to say in 20 years somebody jinxed me and now I've got something like, come on. And to be fair, if your grandmother is over 65, 70, 75, going through surgery and a transplant will be difficult. Finding a transplant kidney for someone of their age will be difficult unless you're super rich. Going through the healing of the surgery may what if the surgery doesn't take? There's just a lot of if, ands, and whats. So is it possible that your grandmother heard all of the ifs and maybes and said, you know what? I'm just going to live like this until maybe they don't want the medication. Maybe they don't want to take an injection every day. I have a fear of needles. I can't sit here and tell you I'd want to do it every day either. If anything, what you should be doing is making sure the last bit of time is filled with smiles and laughter and beautiful memories so that when they pass, the last thing you guys did was laugh. That should be you know what I'm saying? Like, It's inevitable. We all leave. And then we come back, I think. But the best thing you could do right now, make sure you know what signs to look for on a health level. If they start complaining or talking about their itching a lot, there are little things you'll want to just have some data for. But the greatest gift you can give at this time is happy. Happy, happy. How you doing? Treating your grandmother like everything's okay. And if they want to discuss it, let them. Then you jump on the bandwagon. If they bring it up, jump on the bandwagon. But if she's not bringing it up, just happy. It's the greatest medicine. It's good for the brain, good for the heart, very healing. And if she likes the doctors, there ain't nothing you can do about that. And on the way out, they'll probably, if she's going through pain, they'll give her pills and turn her into an addict. They do it to a lot of elderly people. Hate to be harsh, but I've seen that happen more than once. And if she's going through diabetes, at some point things get painful. So she's going to want to be comforted. So the greatest thing you can give her is family comfort. Be supportive. If she asks for your help, throw it at her. If she asks for your help, jump on it. Jump on it like a bum on a sandwich. But other things that create more stress weaken the body too. There you go, Eskimo. So if you got funny jokes or if there's humorous things you can do with your grandmother, do it. Like that's such a gift. If there's music she likes, go listen to it with her, dance with her. If she, is upwardly mobile, if she can move around, if she can move and walk still, go shopping. What do you do? Like, go cheap shopping for cheap bargains and buy weird trinkets and stuff, or go to discount stores together and talk, or do things that generate ha ha ha, like belly laughs, tears coming out of your eyes and drool. Anything you could think of that makes her laugh, I would do it. Anything that can make her laugh or dance. You'll want to know all about that all the way up until her passing. Because it's what's going to help her when she's in the bed. It's what's going to help her in the hospital. It'll be joy on the way out. And I'm speaking from personal experience. Speaking from personal experience. And on my side, my gift to the person that was leaving the physical realm was a musical playlist of all their favorite songs. And while they laid there in their bed in the hospital, I turned on the speaker and played their favorite music. They went from being asleep to dancing in the bed. Don't skip out on the good vibrations. They mean everything in this lifetime. So that is the gift. Absolutely what Eskimo said. And no more sad tears, Gita, only ones that come from laughter. So your next work should be tonight or this morning, I don't know what time it is where you are, when you get some quiet time. Search all over YouTube, whatever your language is. Find some old comedians, find some new comedians. that tell some jokes you think your grandmother would like, things that she can listen to while she's walking around the house or doing whatever she does. Make her some nice playlists, encourage her to listen, get her some nice headphones or a nice little speaker, whatever she can deal with, and encourage her to listen to things that make her belly laugh. Just, Lord, that was funny. Does she have great music? Make her a playlist of all her great music. And then, make her a little YouTube account, show her how to use it so she can just hit that playlist and all the things just play on their own. You can get her a membership. I think they're like $9 on YouTube. And then she ain't got to deal with the commercial breaks. Lord, because some of them commercials be going for an hour. So that might be a nice gift. A nice paid YouTube account with some playlists that you go in and make. You update them for her. Take out the stuff she's listened to 100 times. There's nothing I think that can be more healing at that time than music or smiling. The rush of blood to the face, the heart beating, feeling good, the skin warming up. It really does things for the body. And the music, Gita, I cannot emphasize this enough. The music, such a key for the brain. Such a key. Such a key that isn't talked about enough, especially for healing the body. Happy to be of service, Goddess Gita. I hope you find some good comedians. I don't know if she speaks English or not, but if you need some help with some suggestions, I'll be here tomorrow night. We can throw some suggestions at you if your playlist ain't that good. There you go, doing their nails, doing their hair. Yeah, you have time. You have time. That's the thing. You have time. And you can spend it focusing on their absence, or you could spend it focusing on them being here in the moment now. And that's great. You have time. You have time and awareness. People pay a lot of money for that and still don't get it. Time and awareness. It's everything. So, all right, you guys. I'll be on here for a long time. It's almost 3 fucking hours. Goddamn. Have I seen the movie Doctor Sleep? Mm-mm. Hi, Maddie. How are you? I'm sure, though, Gita's playlist is going to be awesome. All 20 of them. Jennifer, if your question is short, yes. And I always say that knowing it's going to be a 20-minute read. But I did see you write that earlier. Otherwise, I'd be cutting this off. So, what's your question? Oh, a sequel to The Shining? There was a sequel to The Shining? Really? I didn't know that. And yes, time flies. What's your question, Jennifer? Time really flies, and then your coffee gets cold. What some person want from me? No, I'm gonna need you to run that one better. Is some person? Is this just anyone? Yes, Maddie. Long time no see. I hope you're doing wonderfully. So, who wants something from you? Okay. All right, focus on a picture of that person, not your feelings. In your mind, give me a picture of that person. Sorry. Okay. Well, you're dealing with a sleepwalker, a chaotic one. You get the blessing and the lesson. Somebody who's learned something about you, wants to know what happened, but there's a space, or you guys aren't really like in contact or talking because of protection. What do they think about you? What does that person think of you? Is there a third party? Somebody in between you guys? Like they're in their head. Um, they're in their head. It's a block. Somebody who wants to talk, wants your sympathy. They want to talk to you, tired of waiting for it though. No experience, no idea how to talk to you. I don't know if you block this person or something. But they are watching, spying, checking you out. Somebody wants to know what you know. It's a dangerous desire. Okay, let me go through these again. So this person has a desire for you in some kind of way. Mental, very mental. It's somebody who just doesn't know how to behave well. They don't learn lessons or don't know how to take no or something. So there's negative talks or talks that are being avoided. Ooh. And they have a wish. There's insecurity going on here. something that was promised to them, or they promised themselves to do something, they don't have the courage to do it. They feel blocked, or like you don't notice them. They think you don't notice them. They think you look good but behave badly. It's like they think you're on and off, hot and cold, like you're interested today but not tomorrow. You're open to talk today but not tomorrow. You go back and forth. They think you're not talking to them on purpose because of something that was done erroneously or something said in error. They did something bad. Whatever it was, they were 86th from your orbit. Like you ain't fucking with that data. You're not interested. No logic there. I hear Ice Cube. I cross him out and put a K. Damn. Is it that deep? All right. So this person lacks grace. They lack grace. They don't have it. They don't know how to deal with challenges. So it's like whoever this person is, they have addictions. They may be addicted to something, like they may just be addicted to chaos. Seeing how far they can get with shit. Very excessive individual. Very immature. Whoever it is, they're showing you who they are. So it's not like you're blinded about who they are. They're being honest, even if their honesty is ridiculous. Somebody wants to know if you started over or moved on. Desire. Secrets of the ego. Is this someone you rejected before, or you was cool with them and now you're not? Or you did smile at them once? You were nice once and now you're not? They think you're selfish. They think they lost an opportunity to interact with you. Whoever the person is, they need to heal. So do you. I don't know why I keep getting this. Like, it's almost like they don't, you know, they're watching or looking at you and they think you don't notice or don't know. They feel like they're unwanted, like you've blocked communication. So have you moved on? You've turned your back, not motivated. Oh, it's sad furniture. Yeah, it's sad furniture. It's sad furniture that has one goal in mind, getting to you, I guess. I don't know. And they're focused on their limitations, so they are focused on what they don't have or what they can't get. This is furniture this is the IKEA bookshelf. No, I don't think it's a bookshelf. I take that back. It's a pillow. This is an IKEA pillow, and you put it out on trash day. You put it outside on the day of trash, and the trash picked it up, but the pillow came back. The pillow is still thirsty. The pillow can't take a hint. I don't like that energy, though. I don't like this energy. This doesn't even belong in a deck. This is somebody old-minded energy that, like, they want to start over, right? But they haven't really learned. This doesn't even belong in here. They haven't learned their lessons. So for now, it's just a chase to satisfy the self. There's bully energy here, too. So it's an angry pillow. Wow. Whoever this is, you need to get over this because they don't know how to stop. They're lazy. And they don't see things the right way. There may be some outside influence like chemicals or something. Mental health. Somebody who should consult a doctor or somebody. They maybe also be moving on bad advice. Whatever it is, they are in lesson mode because of you stalling and not interacting with them. Yeah, blessing for you, but maybe is the start of healing for them. And there's some type of baiting going on. Like somebody mad that they got rejected or mad you didn't act the way they wanted you to. But it feels like bad advice too. Like somebody saying this is what they're doing. Lord. Can be somebody moving on bad advice. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, heart and heat. Clarifying the person, head problems. They have a bad head cycle. Bad head cycle. Somebody needs to stop obsessing. You both have the ability to do that. So make sure you're not doing it. Also, somebody wants to conversate with you about something they think you're going to deny. Right? That person wants. And as far as their obsession, if that was brought up or pointed out, they would deny it. They haven't learned their life lesson yet. So until then, they present as a false person. Someone hazardous, worth avoiding. Mentally, there's a challenge. There's some type of like criminal level of lies going on. Bullshit. And they have motives regarding physical activity or whatever it is, they're dedicated to getting your attention. Somebody used to getting what they want. Yet, Okay, just very selfish when it comes to others. Still keep getting bad advice or bad connections to others. But there's a bad cycle here that involves chaos and conflict. Desire comes right back. So on one end, you may have somebody who's looking to get you back for rejecting. Somebody who may be upset that they didn't get your attention the way they wanted. Who gave the bad advice? I don't know if I have cards for that. But let's see. Let's see if theme cards will do that. The artless one. The know-it-all, clairvoyant cognizance is here. I think you already know who this is. Someone older, someone who doesn't understand current day relationships, someone who's giving advice for selfish reasons, this could be an older person to the person you're thinking of, someone older, someone set in their ways, very fixed beliefs. Someone who sees things in a very closed off manner. Like, closed off, like, women should be barefoot and pregnant at all times. Or someone knows they want to try again with you. And somebody's in the back filling them in on it. Lord, this is annoying. Feels like they know time sensitivity is a thing. Time is a thing before someone else gets you. So they're trying to smile. Lord, who is this? Whoever's giving the advice is someone who's, if they were around you, they do smile in your face. But they're older and they have very fixed thoughts about how relationships work. But the advice they're giving is almost bringing failure. There's a little bit of a vengeful aspect to the advice. It's vengeful, maybe not on purpose, but it's old. And it's like telling someone to be patient, wait and see. I don't get that the advice is meant to harm you. It's just not being. It's to control the other one. So you're dealing with somebody who doesn't have a firm grip on their brain. A little bit hysteria. They have trouble letting go. They have trouble taking a hint. moving on, leaving things alone. The button pusher. I don't think they want to hurt you. I think they just don't, maybe they're not good at relationships. Clarify intention. Intention of the others. Clarify the intention. Secrets. That doesn't even belong there. So they don't want to lose value. Live action role player. Wow, pretender's here twice. Someone just doesn't know how to act. They don't know how to act. So they're trying to behave in a certain way, maybe looking to catch your attention, or Lord. They know they lost an opportunity with you. Clarify the intention. So the intention is not really a plan of action, what they mean to do. It's what they have already done. Oh. Well, you're over it. So this is somebody who wants to at least be in the friend zone. After some type of falling apart, falling out, sacrifice being made, there's a desire for connection, crossing paths with you. They want to cross paths with you, maybe to come out of the friend zone. But you've already said your goodbyes, and they are simply forgetful. Let's see. I see what you wrote, Jennifer. The guides, I don't know. Okay, hold on. You're doing a lot. The bottom of the deck, think. Not overthink. Not overthink. Let's see. What do we got? Does Jennifer's people want to hurt Jennifer? It's the person Jennifer's thinking about right now. Do they want to cause physical harm to Jennifer? First card, wishful thinking. Next card, desired unions. And then here, yes, cycle of value, time, worth. They want your time. They want some of your time, some of your energy. Desire. Trying to make an action to come your way. Trying to come up with a plan, not sure. I guess they're executing it or writing it. I also feel like someone's coming your, whoever this person is, they don't want, it's not like, okay. I'm hearing Janet Jackson, Let's Wait a While. But I hear the first half of the song. There's something I want to tell you. There's something I think that you should know. So they are holding on to something. They don't know how to tell you. It's a secret. Now, the better question in all this is, why do you care? Jennifer. And have you done everything to block them? Spirit guides don't show up with a net and carry people away. So are you still in that person's space? Why do you care so much? Yeah, there's some actions on your part to move that are required to get this person out of your energy field. It can be changing your focus, changing your attention. They're trying to ruin your life. I'm very sorry you feel like that's happening to you. So right now you're dealing with you're learning how to, okay. So what the guides want you to learn at this time is how to let go. Mentally induced cycles that require clearing your mind. And if you think that person is stalking you, you're stalking them in thought. So the energy does get returned, which keeps it going. So this time is supposed to inspire you towards a new group of friends or away from that group. You may need to go towards a group for safety or higher thinking. Because you're not like the others, right? So you listen, if you're here to do bigger work as an angel guide and to be of assistance to others, one of the first gifts and the first lessons is protection. So you have to learn how to protect yourself, protect your energy, your thoughts. If you know you don't want someone around, who cares what they think? And for some reason, you have to learn that a very hard way. You have to learn how to protect your energy, protect your higher self. And you can't protect the higher self until you protect the lower self. So right now is about building logic, being aware that you put your energy into certain things. They will get stronger and bigger. So you have plans of doing something. Dang. So you have this cycle that you're choosing right now, right? What you need to be planning for is better health, safety. Take a break from this type of thought. Wrap yourself into something artistic. Or take on a part-time job where you can't think about this data. But whatever it is, you have to extract this energy from your environment. You're typing it, you're asking about it, you're calling for readings on it. You keep it going. Believe that. You keep it going. So if you have somebody who doesn't know how to stop, why are you doing the same thing? You're mirroring each other a little bit, right? So one of you has to break through and get to the understanding. Okay, they're stupid, I'm not. They're focused on me, good. Let them be focused. Okay? So you got to decide what's Good for your mind because you are attracting heartless energy. And you're giving it too. You're giving it back. I hope you don't type some shit like, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. You're giving it back. You're giving it back in focus. You're giving it back in energy. You have an angry energy about you. So whatever you need to do to extract energies from your environment that make you angry, you need to do that. Change your focus. Change your focus. Because if it isn't going to be this person, it'll be the next person you have an issue with. And you're expecting guides to block for you. Sometimes you have to do the work yourself, is what I'm saying. So there's that moving on. Okay. You messaged me. Eskimo. Okay. I'm assuming that's an IG thing, so I'll check that out. Jennifer stopped talking, so I assume that Jennifer's angry with me for saying that shit. But it was real. I'm sorry, Jennifer. It's like catching a spiked ball and then throwing it back, and the game just keeps going. So you have to move your energy. Where's your art? Where's your art? You really gotta you have to keep moving forward. Just because you got people behind you walking backward doesn't mean that you join them. So if they have low level thinking and you don't want them, lift your thoughts so you're not on their level. If you gotta move your physical body out of that place, do what you gotta do, but some of the work is up to you. The angel guides can't do everything. And you being angry generates more angry events. You don't want that garbage in your place. Da, 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 da. What if your guides sent that person to be helped by you? And you might have a lot of work to do to get through to them. But it's work that you know how to do because you are getting through your energy. What if? But if not, but if that's not what you want to do, it's up to you. But calling others garbage and all the name calling and all that stuff, I hope you understand you're recycling their energy. You're taking it and making it your own, spitting it back out at them, and then asking me to read about that shit. And I'll read it because I'm nosy. But it doesn't help you. So if I'm really and truly going to be of assistance to you in any way, I do have to say you are helping to circulate the dirty air. Be above it, because you are. You're not like the others. You're different. You know that. You just got to get through this period of discomfort with yourself. Because once you get over that, you won't give a fuck about the others. You'll know you're here to do greater work, and you'll be on it. And the small-minded sleepwalkers won't matter. You'll feel bad for them. You won't be angry at them, calling them all garbage. Name calling. It's no value there. So, take your time with yourself. Keep everybody out of your space that don't need to be there. Right now, if that person bothers you, fuck them. You'll come back to it later when you can get to it. No excuses for taking care of your mental health. No excuses, no exceptions. So if they're bothering you, fuck them. Move on. Move on. Go back later when it's better or not at all. But don't carry the energy. That makes you sick. That makes you ill. So, all right, you guys, I hope that was helpful. Speaking of energy, I am out of ice cream. So, I'm going to be sad the rest of the night. Jennifer, I will take some of your crabby energy and it will be mine tonight. If you don't mind, I will take your crabby energy and I'll do something productive like vacuum. So now you get to have happy smiley face, Jennifer. We're going to trade energies for the evening. So take my good energy and do something that makes you smile and laugh. And I'll collect my energy tomorrow after some coffee. All right. Hope that was helpful. I'm going to take Jennifer's crabby energy and go do something magical to windows and floors. I hope you guys enjoyed this long ass fucking reading. I'm quiet. 3 hours, time flies by. That was not the goal. I'm sure by now you can hear my dog in the back cutting up. I need a grocery store run. I do. I wish I could trust Amazon to deliver ice cream, but that just seems like pushing it. Sleep well, Jennifer. I'm taking your energy. I'm not sleeping with that shit. I'm gonna go clean something. Chaotic, bitter, angry. I don't want no garbage in my life. That kind of energy has value if you point it in the right direction. It's good for things like fucking, cleaning, probably sports. I wouldn't know. I don't. It's good for a lot of stuff. Let's say you gotta like go outside and pick up dog poo in the yard. I need that kind of energy. Fuck this shit. Scooping it up, put it in the trash. Fuck this poo. You know what I'm saying, Jennifer? Sometimes your chaotic energy has wonderful purpose, unimaginable purpose. It has great purpose to it. Gotta do something with it though. Shit. Can't just be sitting around giving rent space to sleepwalkers. Can't do that. And I'm going to sleep well after that. But yes, like Eskimo said there, I'm serious. You should learn if you learn how to harness that angry energy of yours, the magic behind it, you can't even imagine what well yeah, your brain can imagine. It's just not gonna share that data with you right away. That's real shit. But the things that you could probably do with your from your chaotic energy, spellbinding. And it's spellbinding for better and for worse. But there's some graceful art inside of you. I don't know what it is, Jennifer, but girl, you better find it. Child, you better find it. You go crazy without it. You notice all the hurtful things when you don't focus on your art. So get to it. And stop giving other people rent space in your head. So very simple. Not everyone is out to get you, except the ones that are coming this way. No, they're not. No, they're not all out to get you. But you wouldn't even notice who's out to get you if you were focused on your art. That's what I'm saying. If you love dancing and you were doing that when you were angry, how great of a dancer would you be? If you could build things and you created new things to build while you were angry, how great. Focus. Focus. It's hard at first, but it gets easier. I can promise you that. It is super difficult at first, but once you get a little more harness, a little control over that crazy mind, I'm speaking from experience, stuff happens. That, yes, haters are gonna hate. That's their job. They're asleep. Let them do what they do. You don't talk to other sleeping people. You're okay with them. What's wrong with that person? All the other people who are fast asleep don't. Anyways, all right, you guys. Moose is killing it back there. It is so loud. I can't think anymore. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you are new to this channel and you sat here for the whole 3 hours, bless you. If you've been here before and you sat here through those 3 hours, bless you. If you just tuned in at the end, what's up? Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and the bell so you can get all notifications and you don't miss future readings. I was going to do a personal reading, but the world data went on a little long, and then emotions just took us down the mountain, didn't it? To all my goddesses and guidesses, good evening. And to all my guides, to the males, you guys have a wonderful evening too. You know where else you can find me. I will not cross promote other things here on this channel, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Hint tiddly hint hint. Moving on from that data. Y'all have a wonderful evening. And remember, you are well. Thanks for checking out Psi Divine. See you guys tomorrow.